done.
But remember,
know how to begin.
You just got to realize.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello, Aaron.
hello, Kevin. I feel
Just Aaron.
it's, you know what? It's less weird than the last stream, but still
Hey.
different.
Can't say that I was the one on that stream.
I was on it
The last one?
for like 5 minutes.
Guess yeah. I mean, you were all on it for a bit. But yes. Hello. We're also waiting out some tech issues with a very angry computer.
Man, Kevin, let me tell you, these past 2 weeks have been weeks of like high highs and low lows, just like high school football.
Yeah, I do like we are strictly in very different places currently with, let's see if I could just make myself a bit brighter. There we go.
Just pure opposites here.
Yeah. But no, this is it's very exciting because literally tomorrow we are starting rehearsals for
We sure are.
the entire show. We have
And
our
let me
cast.
tell you, we have our cast, they're talented, they're amazing, and that's a good thing because this rehearsal period is going to be a whirlwind.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be fun. We did our cast announcement yesterday and today. Technically, we did in two different bursts.
Yeah, to different
depending on where you got
places.
the information from. But yeah, no, it's a great group. I wasn't actually there for the auditions because
As our viewers should know.
we did over 2 days. I was supposed to be there for the first group of auditions, and then we discovered that my car was actively leaking fuel. So it seemed like a good idea not to
Drive
drive
it.
anywhere.
Yeah. What a normal thing to leak,
Well,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. Well, it's funny because I went over because we already had the plans already that we had to switch tires, which is very funny because it snowed last night. But I did switch over to the summer tires, the spring summer tires, and so we already had planned to go there. So I was went over to my parents because they're the one who are very graciously store my tires, so they don't take up more space in my home. Uh, and when I was there, our mom said, "It smells like gas," and I'm like, "I don't think it smells like. I don't know. I don't really smell any gas." Uh, and then I went over to the driver's side. I'm like, actually, now I do smell gas. And then we looked under the car, and there was just like a pool there, and I'm like, that could
Mm.
be fuel, or it could be something like it was we were unclear on exactly where like what exactly it was. um and then I'm like, well, I gotta go, we'll sort of see what happens, I guess. And then when I pulled back, I could just see a line as I pulled back. I'm like, that's a lot faster than one would hope it would be. And then I drove for like essentially to like just the gas station slightly down the road. Uh, and I got out, and I literally the time between me opening up the door, getting out, and then looking at the side, it had already made another pool. So I'm like, yeah, I should. This is not something I should drive across the city in.
So what did they do? Because you still have that car.
Yeah, so it was like the fuel line was there was the leak in the fuel line. I think on like they said on both sides of the fuel line.
Oh God.
Because if it was just on the side that goes to like the starter, then it would leak and then it would stop.
Right.
But this would just seem to be like constantly going. But it does explain why I had been mentioning to them that my car had some generic trouble starting, but it would always be like it would go, like you turn
Mhm.
the key, it would do the kind of the trying to start up thing, then it wouldn't, and then I would do it again, and then it would start up. And it's because the gas wasn't going essentially for the start, and then once you did it once, it would fill up the line, and then the second one would
Right.
always work on the second one. But yeah, and it definitely must have just gotten worse because I didn't notice it for like the week beforehand, so it was probably like very
Mhm.
slowly leaking, not enough to be noticeable, and then
Yeah, and then just
maybe
like
just
degrading
like
more.
yeah, and it was just like maybe just that I got in my car, started driving to my parents' place, and that was when it's decided to finally do something. Finally have
Wild.
something happen. Yeah, no. But no, I do still have the car, but now I'm a bit more. I've wanted to get a new car for uh, a long time. But obviously this will be have to
Save
do.
for
Yeah, so that now is a bit more of a
urgent.
push to do it. Because even though it's fixed, it's like, well, other things will. It's like a 15-year-old car. Other things will start to
Yeah.
fail in it, and it's been somewhat of a miracle car up before
It's
this.
true. It's been through a lot.
Yeah, um, so I've just been looking at. I really do want to get a electric vehicle, uh, not only because like so the idea is that after the by 2035, 100% of new cars will be electric vehicles. And like I would like to get a car that would last me at least 10 years. So that
Mhm.
means if any car I get that lasts at least 10 years, the next car would essentially, I mean, not have to be, because that's only new vehicles, but very likely that. I'm like, well, why not try to get into that now?
That world now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's a lot more because of things now. There's a lot more used ones popping up
Mhm.
that
And there's like
um
way more charging stations.
yeah, I mean, I there's at least like around me, there's like just in a parking lot. The library has just free charging stations. The
I think
and
Chinook has them.
yeah, there's a lot of places where you can just plug in. Uh,
Mhm.
and I know it's a lot of people's concern. I think when I talk to our parents about this, the thing that comes up is obviously like the range of it. I'm like,
Mm.
well, like at this point, like 400 kilometers is pretty much standard on most new ones in the last couple of years, and that's I think about as what my car holds on one tank.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah, and
I think
I don't
my
have to go
car
to a gas
holds
station. I
like
can charge it at
600, but
yeah, I can charge it at
sorry, go ahead.
how. But like the things I won't have to go. You don't necessarily have to go to a gas station. You charge it at home. So
That's true.
because like
So like
how
when you are at home and you like when you're running low on gas and you're like, I'll just go home, I'll get gas in the morning, and then you
yeah
forget that you made that decision, you'll
yeah
never have that problem.
yeah yeah. And like I can't think of very many times where I've ridden a gas like a car from full to empty in one drive. I I've done half or over half a tank because that's essentially like if you're going out to BC.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
honestly, what I would really like now, like recently or currently, is I would like to get an e-bike because I have I have a bike obviously, and you can just
Mhm.
use a bike. But I figure with that, there's just like certain things that are like just at the distance where the e-bike would be good
Like
for
push you
that.
over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm close enough to like the movie theater that I could do that. There's a game store that if I was on an e-bike I could probably get to in like 15-20 minutes. Uh, which funny enough, I think is honestly almost about the time it takes to drive there if you count in like going out, getting in the car, driving around, doing those things versus just like hopping
Yeah,
on a bike on
having
the
to go
path.
roundabout.
Yeah, up the path and just going. But so obviously I'm like 6'2" and 300 pounds. Uh, so I need like a bike that'll handle that. And they
Hmm.
exist. There's many of them. There's entire brands that their entire thing is their bikes have like a 350, and that's rider and cargo. It's worth mentioning. Also, if I
Yeah.
have like cargo, like a going to the grocery store, um, that counts with that. So like, they have like 350 and 400 pound weights. They're all there. Like they all exist. They exist there. They do not exist here in Calgary. All of the
Shocking.
all of the bike, even the places to like rent a bike. It's like, hey, maybe you just rent it to try it out, see what it's like. They're all like
Mhm.
260. And I'm like, I'm well, I mean, the 260, they're like, oh, this one is for someone who's up to 6 feet tall. And I'm like,
You're like, I can't make myself shorter, guys.
yeah, I can't do that. That's not a thing that I can't be shorter. Um, so like I essentially feel like I have to go to a bike shop and be like and just talk to them and be like, hey, because I can like order,
Hmm.
yeah, I could I could order a bike, um, online, but then I've never ridden it, and then
Yeah, you
like
want
how
to
do you
try it.
you'd have to like assemble it, and then if to return it you have to like deassemble it. So at least if I go through a store and it doesn't work, I can go back to the store versus
Yeah, and
trying
they can
to
assist.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
the idea with that one's also like the cost because there are some I think unnecessarily expensive e-bikes.
Well, I mean, that's kind of like bikes in general. Like you can go real, deep in the weeds on bikes, or you can
Yeah,
a
I'm
cheap
sure there's
Schwinn. I don't
I'm
know
sure
if
there's
Schwinns are cheap.
someone
I don't know.
and I'm certain there's someone out there who will like look at that who will like hear that and be like, well yes, but it's worth it. It's worth it for whatever the thing is. I'm sure there is some use for that, but I'm sure there's also just some like just what is it not maybe
Well,
not
like
gouging, but inflating.
I was gonna say, value is different to different people, right? Like people
Yeah.
want different things out of different things. So what is worth it to one person is not going to be worth it to someone else.
Yeah. I I I think what I would essentially aim for, and the problem is that unfortunately, like pre-owned bikes, used bikes are almost useless just because I have such a specific requirement of essentially
Hmm.
something that can handle someone who's over 6 feet tall.
Yeah,
Means
totally.
it's like hopping on, because people don't put that up on like Kijiji,
Yeah, they
Facebook
don't put their own
Marketplace.
height.
Yeah, they're not saying who like what the specs on the bike are. They're just like it's a bike, so I have to look at that. Then I have to try to like look elsewhere, and, like try to find if the specs they put out. But if sometimes they don't even put up the brand of the bike or anything like that. So I'm like, I have to look at the photo, see if I can figure out what it is. I'm like, at that point. So I think I'm aiming for, I think max. This might involve just trying to get something on sale. 1,500 and like
Hmm.
financing that essentially. Uh, because I do think I get a lot of use out of it, especially if I get like a decent one. Those things work honestly in winter. Um,
Hmm.
but that's obviously not on the cold days you want to do that. But I don't know. That's just another thing. Until then, I
Well,
do have a bike. So bike.
sometimes you have to spend $1,500 because sometimes you go to your friend Hans's birthday, and sometimes in the middle of the night, that night, your fridge stops fridging.
Yeah, but I mean, you you need a fridge. I
You
want a
do need a
bike.
fridge.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
we
but now my laptop is slowly rebelling against me as well. So,
yeah yeah
and when I got my winter tires taken off, I found out that they do not have another season in them. So I have
yeah.
to get new winter tires. Dude,
That's
being
sort
an
of.
adult, it's the
I mean,
worst.
it's the sort of thing where it's like that's part of the planning ahead. Like obviously the stuff that you don't plan for because it's hard to sometimes look forward and be like, well, I know these things will come up eventually. Like realistically, eventually you may have to replace the fridge you just bought. But that doesn't mean you should
Yes,
go out and buy another fridge because it is new. But like trying to chain out when you need so that a lot of these things will come at once is hard.
impossible. No,
Yeah,
it's like truly not possible.
yeah,
There was absolutely no warning signs that the fridge was going.
yeah. No, no. I mean, the fridge
Um,
is. But I mean, like the because the only other way to like get around that is to I think do things that are absolutely wild, which is like every 5 years I'll just replace my fridge, then it will never
hmm.
break.
Well, and I mean, to be fair, the fridge is 14 years old. My laptop is 5, 6 years old. My snow tires were 7 years old. So, like, these are all things that
Yeah,
have lived long lives, but
I like the
really, like,
tires.
just sorry.
Let's see how I was about to ask how long do tires last for them, and I'm like, well, I mean, I guess it depends on how much you drive on them and that, but I'm sure there's an average thing.
Yeah, so typically tires that last for like tires that run for a season. So,
Yeah,
your snow tires or your all weathers, if you put snow tires on,
yeah,
should last for about 5 years.
yeah. All right.
So, yeah, so there's that. It's just, an awful lot all at once and really oh, and I had to renew my cell phone contract. And I
Oh,
have like a one of those like you get them for pretty much free, but then you have to return them after 2 years.
oh yes, yeah.
Yeah.
The
Buy rent
the
and
Edge thing.
save, I
Yeah.
think.
Well, I mean, I think for Rogers call it Edge, Rogers Edge or something like
Yeah,
that.
something like that. Anyway, so that was due, and there's no plans that are as cheap as my old plan. It's
Yeah. I
just not
mean,
possible in this day and age.
I was somewhat fortunate enough that my plan was so old that I got that essentially it was like the what do you call it the like the flow of how pricing was. I could get a cheaper plan because my
Yeah,
plan was
because yours was so old.
yeah that it, well essentially like I get essentially getting the same thing that I had then now was cheaper because data's become a lot cheaper like
Oh my God.
at this point you
And I
just
will
gotta
say, like the One Plus that comes with this is I have like the cheapest plan I can get,
you got the
but
One
it's
Plus.
the One Plus.
Yeah, the
It's the,
iPhone One
the cheapest
Plus.
plan I can get, but it does come with 100 gigs, so I
Yeah,
never have to worry about data ever again.
yeah,
And it's a Canada US plan. So if I go to the
yeah.
States, I don't have to do roam like home. I can just use my phone
Yeah.
like as normal.
The
So that's kind of cool.
yeah the the funny thing about like the fact that like data has essentially become very cheap on phones is that I remember getting, you get like tablets or even laptops. Like, oh well, a data plan for that. It's like, no, I mean at this point you pretty much just get like a data plan for your phone and just
Mhm.
hotspot in your
Oh,
your like
totally.
your all your other stuff because
Like
you
if we
have
did another writing retreat, we'd be like set. We could just run off
yeah
with my phone the entire time.
yeah because that'll probably work for it.
Anyway, so it's been a weird 2 weeks because auditions were so exciting. There were over 60 people who submitted for auditions for 11 roles we were casting for, which was
Yeah.
truly almost impossible.
Mhm.
Like the decisions were so hard. You know, there was a part of me that we had so many people who auditioned when we did episode 1, the workshop.
Yeah.
Like I think we had like almost 50 people then. And a bunch of the people we cast weren't able to come back. And I was like, oh man, like, did we meet all of the talent? This is a dumb statement, but did we meet all of the talented people?
Yeah.
No. And all of these new people came out for this audition. And there were, a couple of people who had auditioned before and who are just wonderful, but we just don't have a spot in this show when we're trying to, if if Benvolio's played by a guy, then Mercutio probably needs to be played by a girl. And then what does that do with Balthazar? And then when you're trying to cast the 3 students, you want to have different looks for each of them. So how do the people fit together
Yeah.
to be the different students? It was so thrilling. Calgary is so talented. We have so many community and indie theater actors who are amazing.
Yeah.
Um, so, we had that high, and then we sent out our acceptance emails, and 5 of them disappeared into the ether.
Yeah.
For unclear reasons, 5 of them went to spam.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
And it was like the first 4 I sent, and then the last one.
Maybe the first one's is weird. I mean, it could be that because when emails are sent, they're not just like immediately, shot off to the person. They sometimes linger. So I almost wonder, and I'm going to say this without knowing if this is possible or not. I almost wonder if they were sent and then it saw that the same email address had sent just a bunch of other individual ones, and it was like and like looked back and was like, no, this seems weird.
Right? But like when we did the workshop, we offered, like, how many emails did I send for the workshop? Probably, well, there were 20 people in the workshop, so 15. I sent 15 emails for the workshop, and none of those got waylaid.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
And it
that's
seems
why.
like the group emails I sent, like when if I sent, an email and CC'd a bunch of people, those ones went out. But when I was sending individual, I don't know. It makes no sense.
Yeah, it's
But yeah, that took us
however
from the high to the low.
it's however the spam detection works on the other end. Like there's something where they got like caught up as they thought it was something
Mhm.
else.
Well, and it's weird too because, like, yes, they were all Gmail addresses. Like the 5
Yeah.
that got waylaid all went to Gmail addresses, but so did most of the other emails. So that's not the commonality. Like,
Yeah.
there's no logical commonality here.
Yeah. But hey, in the end we got hold of everybody. We got the people we
Yeah.
want. And we're gonna get get started with that. It'll be very fun to see all these. We have a bunch of returning people as well, but it'll be
Mhm.
fun to see some new voices in
Yeah,
the.
I think we have 10 people who have done some of the show before.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, obviously, I think the core 4, us, you, me, Megan, and Hans, the core
Yeah,
4 from the stream. I think we're the
I've been calling
only
I've been
ones
calling
who've done everything.
we call the production team essentially.
But Claire's also on the production team, and she hasn't done all of the shows.
That is true. Yes,
So
most of the production team.
yeah. So anyway, it's a bit of a mishmash, but there's 10 people who've done at least some version of the show, a couple performances. And then there's 8 people who are completely new to the show, completely new to us. We're super psyched. friend of the show, Troy Couliard, is coming on to guest direct episode 1, so that's super cool.
Yeah, we're doing an interesting way of splitting up. If you take Riverona as one show, it's a weird way to do it. If you take it as what it is, which is 4 episodes, it makes more sense, which is each episode has a different director, kind of putting their directorial spin on it, like you would if you were watching a season of television where, a different director will come in and direct that episode.
Yeah, and I am hoping that there will be like some radically different feels.
I think
Um,
putting the directors in charge of picking the music, I think will very much.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that'll make a big difference.
yeah. Seeing where they go with that, but it'll all be shepherded along by you and Claire, sort of acting as showrunners.
Mhm. And so our job essentially is to answer like logistical questions from the team. And if we feel like something's going completely off the rails, to be like, hey, I just want you to think through the repercussions of what you've chosen to do and
Yeah,
how it connects to the other episodes.
yeah. Yes,
Something
yes.
that some of the writers and directors on Riverdale might have needed.
I mean, I always just wonder how much of that is from the showrunner.
That's the thing. I feel like the biggest swings were from him.
Yeah, from the episodes that said written by him.
And you could always tell what media he's watched recently.
I will. Oh my god. I don't want everything I mean, it's Riverona. Of course, we're going to talk about Riverdale. There's definitely an inspiration in there. I will never fully get over, like, because some of the references make sense. He's like, oh, I feel like he watched The Order. Oh, I feel like he probably watched like Pretty Little Liars recently. The fact that
Ooh, True Detective.
well, but I think the wildest one is when he clearly watched The Raid, like the Raid Redemption. the like
Because
he
don't they
watched
do like a
that.
shot for shot remake?
There are shots in there that feel maybe not shot for shot, but like because there's a moment where I think like because when all the boys are assaulting the tower, the apartment building, I feel like there's a point where Archie tackles a guy out a window, and that felt like a shot for shot moment from the Raid. It just felt like such a weird thing to be like, yeah, that is where my inspiration will come from. Because your inspiration can come from anywhere, but it's so funny to be like, I'm working on this gritty, like, maybe it's supposed to be soapy on purpose, teen drama. Do you know what those people will really, really get a kick out of? This Polynesian action film from 2017, 2018.
You know what resonates for the kids? Niche action films. The kids love it.
Love. That's what they love. I mean, I love that film, but it was very interesting to be like, this is that. The episode was even titled "The Raid," so
I know it's not subtle.
it's not. It is not subtle. Is your laptop still angry at you?
Mm-hmm. It's getting somewhere.
It's getting somewhere. What does that mean?
I restarted it.
Okay, that is getting somewhere. Yeah, yeah.
So Steam, which we're going to use, is open.
Go good.
Discord, though, it's just a black screen.
Oh,
So
wild.
maybe I should close it and reopen it.
Yeah, technology.
I mean, worst case scenario, I can Discord from this computer and play from that one, and
I mean, yeah,
they
that
just
is
won't be
true.
able to see my screen.
I mean, we can do that anyways, because our audio will be chatting through the game. We're going to be playing a puzzle game called We Were Here, and we do chat through it. So, how about we'll go to the break screen. Me and Aaron will do some tech stuff on our side, and we should be back soon to something to do something.
Yeah. Oh, and if you have any questions about Riverona, put them in the chat, and as we play, we'll answer them.
All right. Then we will see you all soon. And we're out.
Till the day you die. That is, unless you were standing in a puddle of water, and then you'd be grounded. If you were grounded, it'd kill you dead or not.
It's all in your mind. We were riding in the cemetery.
Well, it's 8 o'clock and it's still light. Must I be tortured again by all this?
All right, well, hey, we got it set up.
Woo!
Woo! Erin's probably very quiet right now. I mean, I can hear her and that. Once we get into the game, we'll probably adjust the settings there. So, Erin, and for anyone who's now watching, so this is We Were Here. It is a series of games that are these like puzzle games for two people, where they're asymmetrical puzzles. So these usually like one person's in one place helping the other person finish a puzzle. I've never played it. I really don't know. I've seen it be played. I just sort of like have basic ideas of it. This is the first one, which is We Were Here, and it's free. It's like their first like proof of concept they did. Apparently, it can be a bit janky.
Well, we'll find out.
We'll find out. I think I decided that I would be the explorer because I think this has a lot of walking around, and that way everyone has a bit more to see, and maybe can be, you know, interested in hearing you explain things that no one can see, and you'll be the librarian. Probably better than potentially.
Have an experience.
Yeah, I think that's better than potentially breaking your computer by trying to like do all that other stuff. I think this will work great, and I think we'll just sort of get into it, and I'll adjust the sound once we get into the game because apparently you can't do it from here.
I have a countdown. The game's starting 4, 3,
2, 1.
1.
All right, loading. Waiting for other player. So, hopefully, their computer goes through. At that point, this is all I can hope, is that their computer... Because we could have at least, I guess, maybe started it to make sure that it would get this far with her laptop, but it would be very unfortunate if you reached this point, and this is where it all crumbles. I do have her up in the Discord, so if things go wrong, she can let me know. I do remember years ago, because this is from like 2017. I do remember years ago. Oh! We got the opening. Oh, right. Ooh, that's kind of what it looked like outside today. Find a castle. Mysterious man, person, woman, someone knocked out our friends. Seems to be the vibe I'm getting. Oh, alright. Oh, that was us and we're split up. Okay. Can you hear me? So there's a push to talk function, but I don't know how it works right now. Maybe... Oh, radio. Okay. Aaron, I hope you have traveled forward and found the radio. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh. What was that? Something scraped. Hello, can you hear me? I'm gonna see if I can adjust the audio up. So I'm gonna turn music down, voice chat up. Oh, okay. So we'll turn volume down and I'll turn that up. Okay. So she's kind of on her own. This is dark. I don't know if I can... I don't know if brightness is a part of this. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the brightness. Just a little bit. There we go. Aaron, can you hear me? We're gonna quickly jump onto the... Just to make sure we get at least this set up first. So I'm gonna pause here. And I'm gonna turn... Aaron, I'm now talking to you through Discord. Hi. Did you walk around and find the walkie-talkie? Press E to pick it up. Yeah. I thought that might be the point that you didn't quite get it. Yeah. Do you pick it up now? Is that not what the key binding is? Let me see. So put your mouse over it and press the E button on your keyboard. Yeah. Pause the game and go to your key binding. So press escape. Go to the key bindings and make sure interact is E. I don't know if it's something different for you. Oh, I just heard a radio. Maybe that was me changing the radio on my end. Oh, that's me turning the radio on my side, I think, maybe. Oh yeah, that's me holding up the radio. Okay. So it's just it's just like you're hovering over it and it's not picking up. Weird. Yeah, try changing it to like literally unclick it and change it back to E or something like click it and change it back to E or something like that. As that it's an old game, it's an old free game. Yeah. I haven't found anything else in here to interact with. Your area might be a little bit different than mine is the thing. If I do this, can you hear me in the game? Okay. I'm gonna mute the Discord. Because try pushing the push to talk button in the game. Yeah, do that.
Can you hear me in the game?
Yes.
So I guess I can't pick this up. It has to.
Yeah, so I guess maybe on your side, you don't have to pick up the radio because maybe you're staying in the same area.
Oh yeah, maybe that makes sense. All I do is pivot.
Yeah. I'm going to turn you down.
Now I'm too loud? Amazing.
Yeah, try saying something now. Try saying something now.
Hi, Kevin.
All right. I think that sounds.
Maybe you can't hear me now. Maybe I was too.
All right. I think that sounds good. I was telling the audience that I think that sounds good, but you couldn't hear that, so.
Oh, okay. All right. So, I am in a room that looks like a chapel.
Yeah, I'm in stone room. There is a door here. It has like I could basically describe it as a reverse portcullis. It like points, like goes up. It's a gate, but it has like a bunch of it's like a star and a bunch of purple dots all over it. There's writing on the wall which says the answer lies.
Okay, so the answer lies between the eyes. I have a book in here that says between the eyes.
Oh yeah, there's symbols on the wall. They kind of look like, there's like one that kind of looks like a an N. They are interactable. There's like one that looks like an N. There's one that kind of looks like oh my god, it looks like an A. I don't know. You know what? I have a better way to describe it. It looks like an A, but there's a T inside it.
Okay, yeah. So I can see those. I have a chart that looks like also letters.
So I can select them.
I can definitely see it's next to a blue eye.
Sorry, what was that? I think we can't talk over each other. It's like a walkie-talkie.
2 blue eyes.
You see 2 blue eyes?
N is between 1 blue eye and 1 maybe like pink?
We should use radio lingo over.
Okay. So, the A with the T is definitely linked up with 2 blue eyes. And then the weird N, I think, is linked up with 1 blue eye and 1 pink eye. Over.
So they're all between eyes. Oh, I have 2 green eyes. Over.
Okay, so the chart does have some green eyes on it. I don't know if it's useful. There are probably like 3 sets of green eyes.
Are any of the letters between 2 green eyes? Over. I got it.
Yes,
That.
there is a symbol that looks like it's like 2 flags facing each other, and then a symbol that looks like a Shadow Hunter Z, and those are between 2 green eyes. Over.
Is it a Shadow Hunter Z that's like just the Z, or is it a Z with an extra bit of like a flare on the end of it? Over.
It's just a Z. Over.
I'm going to try selecting those 2 and see what happens. Over.
Sounds good. Over.
I got a darn, so but I only have it for 2, so I definitely have to pick 2. I'm gonna try the other Z just in case that's the one. Yeah, that's right. I got it. It's the one with the actual wheelies on the end of it. All right, we got through the first puzzle. I am door sealed behind me. I am now in another room. I hear a grandfather clock ticking, and there's a lot of candles. Over.
Okay, let me pivot around and see what might have to do with a clock or candles. Over.
I hear a lot of whispering in my ears now. Okay, so I have a painting of a... I'll get a little bit closer to it. It is a painting of a... okay, it's got like a sheep head and a chicken from the body, and then a snail shell, and then like goat back legs and a peacock tail.
Okay.
And then I have a bunch of symbols on the wall. Over.
Don't immediately have anything that like connects to that, but there are things I can click on, so I'm trying to click on some things in the room.
Yeah, so the symbols on the wall are like they're a lot more intricate than the other ones. There's symbols where like one kind of looks like a house with like kind of like ferns on top of it. There's one that kind of looks like a turtle with like a line beneath it. They're quite a bit more intricate.
Okay. Let me see.
And they are, I think they're actually, hang on. Okay, they're plates I can take off the wall, and I think I slot them below this picture. And there's 3 slots. Over.
Okay, thank you for that. Over.
It's a nice room.
Thus far, I found books that I can interact with, but then I just see them, and I have not figured out how to open them yet. So I'm gonna keep looking for something that would be of use to you.
Yeah, the sort of the sign you can interact with something is the, you probably already know this, but it's the mouse cursor in the middle of the screen becomes a circle, and that's kind of a sign you can interact with it. Over. Do you have anything that connects symbols to animals? Over.
Nothing yet, but I have figured out that I can turn some of these books, so I'm trying to see if there's anything about symbols and animals on the books.
I'm gonna say some other features of the room because they might be things that are supposed to like give you hints for things to look for. So I said there's a grandfather clock ticking. On the ground there is a carpet, and the symbol of it is like it's a quite intricate. Sorry, the clock just went off. It's a quite intricate like square with a square in it, and then a square in it, and a square in it. Like it's quite intricate with that.
Can you this to me again? Over.
Sorry, start that sentence again. Over.
Yeah, what symbols do you have? Over.
Alright, I'm going to describe a couple of the symbols. So, I have one that kind of looks like a cat, like it's with like with the ears on the top and kind of like raising their arms like yay. They're all simple like chalk symbols. I have one that kind of looks like a boat with a house on it with an olive kind of on top, like a semicircle, like it's like boat on the bottom, classical drawing of a house, then a kind of an olive, like a oval with a dot and a line. I would say like an S, but with 4 dashes around it.
Okay, Kevin, I found a book with symbols on the cover. Over.
Alright, do they sound like those symbols? Over?
Yes, over. The first one... Sorry. Yes. The first one is the cat with the arms up like yay.
I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put it over here.
The second looks like the bottom half of a man, I guess. You can see like legs with little feet, and then
is he kind of like holding his head like only the bottom half of his head? Over.
The bottom half of his body. Over.
Okay, go explain that one again from the top.
Okay, what I should say is I have 5 symbols in total. Over.
Oh, 5. I have 3 slots. Oh, well, then let's find the ones that maybe do match. So maybe go to the next one.
Okay, so you found the cat that looks like yay. Over.
Yeah, I found the cat that looks like yay.
Okay, the next one is the bottom half of a man. So there's a little T on the top of it, and then there's 2 legs with feet that point out in opposite directions. Over.
Does it have a, like, is the very top of it a triangle? Like an upside down triangle?
No, it's a T. It also might look like a nose, depending on how you look at it.
I don't think I have that one. Go to the next one.
Okay, the next one, there is a cross in a circle, and that goes down into a little like curly Q, and then there's an N that crosses over that entire thing.
I have that one. Over.
Okay, so then the next one also kind of looks like a man with his arms in field goal position. So there's like a circle in the middle with a little line, and then 2 arms with circles as hands, and then it goes down into an upside down T. Over.
I don't think I have that one. Give me the last one just to see.
The last one looks like a house, I would say, with like 2 windows up top and then a big door. And on the corners of the house, the top corners of the house, there are little, it's like a V with.
Yeah, like it kind of like it has like little like almost like palm fronds kind of out of it. Over.
Yeah, palm fronds, hair, like that kind of thing. Over.
Oh, I had that one, but those... So we have those 3, but I think the order was potentially wrong. Is there anything else on those? They're on the books, right? Over.
So I'm looking at one of the books, and this is on a green book that I have. I can go look at the other books and see if there are symbols on those ones too.
So all 5 of those was on one book? Over.
All 5 was on one book. Over.
Is there anything else on that book? Over.
There is some writing on the back. It is upside down.
Oh, it took too long.
Oh no!
Yeah,
That's okay. We're just figuring it out.
Yeah, I guess there's a time. Let's go try for checkpoint.
Okay, this is fun.
This is fun. Yeah. This is loads of fun. Takes her a bit of time to load in, but that's fine. There we go. Skip over this. Gotta run, grab the... Hello, can you hear me? Over.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Over.
Yes, I can hear you. Over. We did spend a lot of time at the beginning. So, hey, the symbols, the eye colors changed. I now need to know what symbols are between green and red. Over. Green on the left, red on the right. Over.
Okay, so on the first symbol is the same Shadow Hunter's S or Z as before, and the second symbol is the 2 flags facing each other. Over.
Alright, got it. Over. Oh, okay, so the picture changed on the wall. So the picture has got to have something to do with it. Now it is a... Oh, so now it's like a stork with a snail shell, and I don't know what this tail's supposed to be. Maybe a foxtail? Look for something that refers to snails. Over.
Okay, will do. Over.
Because that's the only thing I recognize between it that is a similar animal. So I think that'll
Okay, this
somehow...
is interesting. I found 3 different books, and they all have different symbols on the front. So I will read the back, maybe, and see if I can find anything about snails on the backs. Over.
Please do. Over. Yeah, because I think it's got to have something to do with the animals. Because this has got to be a mashup of 3 different animals.
All right, the books are really hard to turn.
That's perfectly fine. I as I said, I'm sure it's a bit of a janky game. So I will keep talking for a second just to clarify. So because what I'm thinking is that I have this portrait of a animal that's a mashup of 3 different animals. I think it's probably 3 because there's 3 slots beneath it for symbols to go in, and one of them is definitely like a snail shell. It's like a curly shell. So that's why I'm thinking like something related to that. But the other things is I think like a stork, a bird, and I think the tail might be a fox's tail.
Okay. So I don't have anything explicitly related to animals, but it's got to be something to do with these like 3 books, I would think. So I'm trying to angle this one so that I can read what it says. Over.
All right. Keep me updated. Over.
Okay, I got this one turned. It says, before one starts in the west, take 1 step towards the eastern wall. Start off by taking 2 steps north. Move 2 steps to the eastern wall. You may go to the western wall. After heading north twice, you may then leave. Has anything to do with what you're doing right now?
I think that might be a later puzzle.
Yeah, I think so too. So, but the symbols are on the front of the books.
There's a chance these symbols might be used multiple times across the game. I would say really focus on animal. Something animal related. Over.
Okay, I'll go look at the other books and see if any of them have anything to do with animals. Over.
You got this. Over. Oh, the clock's ticking.
Terrifying. Over.
Did you get like the huge like stomp sounds before the game ended?
No, I surely did not.
Oh, I got like monster pounding on door being broken down noises.
Okay, so this also talks about like taking steps and stuff. So the information that's on the back of the books is not helpful. I can't figure out what the symbols have to do with animals. Over.
What else is in the room that you're in? Over.
Okay, so it is, like I said, like a chapel. Directly in front of me, there is a table with a book on it and the walkie-talkie. And then if I look the opposite direction, I can see a staircase. I can see like a doorway that goes into another room. I can see a bookshelf. Let me see if I can touch anything on the bookshelf. Over.
Yeah, and if not, can you go into the other room? Over.
I do not appear to be able to move. I only appear to be able to spin in a circle. Over.
That doesn't feel right. Oh, Aaron, what are you using to try to move around?
Do I need to go look at my keystrokes? Stand by.
No, I just want to know what button you're pressing to try to like move around.
I've been pressing no button. I've just been like trying to click to where I want to go.
Oh no, use WASD.
How am I to know that?
Well, that's the thing. Like, it's so ingrained in me from playing like a bunch of computer games that WASD is the moving around key, that it didn't even pass my mind that you primarily play with like controllers when you play games or things where you click, like point and clicks. You play point and clicks primarily. I didn't even think that WASD is not a thing for you. Over.
Okay, well now I can move into some of these other rooms. So I'm trying to find an animal thing.
That's so splendid. That's such like a cool, like a very interesting thing that for me I'm like, yeah, the game doesn't even tell you this in the controls because it's such like a baseline thing for like this style of game. But you haven't played this style of game before. That's so interesting.
These rooms, they all have books in them, and the books all talk about directions, which is good to know for the future, but like...
Yeah, your character is called the Librarian, so there's a lot of book stuff over. So, as I said, I think focus on animal things. I think that'll help narrow down so you're not so overwhelmed with all the books over.
Yeah, you can't tell what's on the books without picking them up over.
Yeah, I'm almost certain that's probably the part of your gameplay on your side is picking up books and trying to spin them around over.
Oh, hello, I'm in a room with animals. Okay, describe the animal to me again. Snail-like?
So, it is kind of like a stork, with a snail shell, and then a big, like, fluffy tail.
Got it. Over. The first symbol is like, it's the cross in the circle with the curly Q. Over.
Yeah, grabbing it over.
The second symbol looks like a shepherd's hook with 2 V's in it. Over.
Is the bottom of the shepherd's hook kind of like it kind of like flows off to the side over?
Yeah, it's like a shepherd's hook mixed with a palm frond. Over.
I'm hearing the smashes, so I think we're about to reset. But we now we know the problem. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you weren't moving around. I didn't even cross my mind as a thing. Okay.
That's okay.
Let's retry. Erin mostly plays point and clicks. Like that's her main thing is point and click games. Or obviously we play the Jackbox games. Or games with controllers. Like PC games of this style are not things that she plays. And so I did not even think of that. Wow. Hello again. Over.
Hello, hello. Next time I guess I'll tell you I can only spin. Over.
Well, I mean, it's a game. Yeah, we're both starting this. Okay. So currently the eyes are green on the left, blue on the right.
Okay, green on the left, blue on the right. On the left, you want a symbol that looks like, I guess it kind of looks like a teepee with a circle in the center with 3 on the top and 3 on the...
I got it. Over.
Great. And then the other one is an A with a T in it. Over.
Yeah, I also got that one. Alright, room is open. Going to the next room. I'll tell you what the animal is.
Great, I'll go to the end.
Oh, we got the same animal. Over. These creepy whispers are...
Let me just make sure the symbols haven't changed. Over.
Not my jam. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was going to increase the... Because it still seems like it's very dark on your side. So... There we go.
Okay, I have the animal. The first symbol is the shepherd's hook with the curly Q with the N over it. Over.
Sorry, yeah. So you also use the other one to describe a shepherd's hook, so I instantly picked that one up, and then I realized, oh no, you're talking about the other one. Over.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said shepherd's hook. I should have said T. I don't know what happened in my brain.
It was caught in your mind.
Shepherd's
Over.
hook that's mixed with a palm frond. Over.
Got it. Move it in position. Over.
And then the final one is the house with the hair. Over.
Oh, it says that was wrong. So what is this animal? What's the difference with this animal? Okay. It could be what animals do you have? How many animals do you have? I guess I'll ask that first.
I have a ton, so let me focus on ones that have snails. There is one that has skull face.
Oh, do you have like full animals? Over.
No, mine are still mixed up, but there's like quite a few different mix-ups.
So that's what I mean. But you don't have like individual pieces of animals. You have a full portrait of an animal.
On its back in a skull face. Over.
Okay. So if I thought you might have like parts of animals. I'm going to describe the entirety of this it's one picture of an animal to you, and we'll try to match it up there. Got it? Over.
Sounds great. Over.
Okay, so yes, it looks like a swan. I mean, it's got like a long neck, little head, little tufts on top, pointed orange nose. It does have very duck-like feet. Like it goes down, like its white body goes down, and then it has two very duck-like feet, kind of like duck-footed, honestly, like with the way its feet are spread apart. It has a dark blue snail shell on its back, and its tail is just very like fluffy, pointed out, like almost looks like a feather, like one big feather as a tail. Over.
Cool, and it points up, like up and to the left, right? Over.
The tail. Over.
Yes, the tail. Over.
Yes, the tail points up to the left. The entire animal is facing to the right. Over.
Cool, I got the animal. First symbol, house with hair. Over.
Putting the house with hair in. Over. Done. Over.
The second symbol is kind of hard to describe. It is, okay, so the top of it is a horizontal line, and then there is, there's like a vertical line that goes down from that, but at the top of the vertical line are two like leaves almost, and then it ends in a triangle. Over. Not a triangle because there's no part on the bottom. Over.
Interesting. So I'm gonna describe what I think it might be, and see if they seem like they align. So, I mean, this will actually help. Is the very top of it, is that a triangle? Like if you looked at just the top 3 lines, are they a triangle? Over.
I would say the top 3 lines make a bowl. Over.
Does it kind of look like a man holding the bottom half of his head?
Yes. Over.
Alright, I got it. Over.
Okay, and then the final symbol looks like a rounded pavilion tent. Over.
A rounded pavilion tent. Over. Does it have like a little, almost like, oh sorry, don't over. Like almost like a little flag on the top, like it looks like a, yeah, like kind of a flag. Over.
Tufts of hair. Over.
Like, is it? Oh, I mean, if you take that thing off the top, does it kind of look like a big old A with the top rounded? Over.
Yes. Over.
Got it. Over. Ah, I fell. I was walking up the stairs. I fell off the side. Over. All right, it's done. Move to the next room.
Hey, you're now in the painting room. Over.
I heard the stomping behind me just as I got there. Okay, so I'm in a room that there's a bunch of pipes on the wall, kind of like red pipes. There's a whole bunch of boxes around me. There is a table with a liner on it, and then down the stairs is a door, kind of, there's a lot of water beneath it. Oh, the water's rising. The water's rising. The door says green. There's a green, the word over the door is green. It says the word green. Over.
Okay, I don't see a thing about colors yet, but let me search. Over.
Yeah, so the word is green, the color of the word is orange. And it's slowly filling up with water.
Oh, geez. Okay.
I can swim underneath at least.
Currently in. I'm going to go try to find something over.
Got it. Over. Oh, no. This doesn't seem good. Yeah. I wonder if how I could hold my breath for. Yeah, the room's about half full now. Over.
Okay, and the only thing you have in there is that word. Over.
The only thing I can see is that word. Over. I mean, there's a pipe. There's like a red pipe on the wall. There's a whole bunch of boxes on the ground. There's a table with a blue runner on it, like kind of like a cathedral table-ish thing. Over. This is not good.
I think I found another room. Stand by. Over.
You got it. Over. I think potentially. I think I'm about to drown. Over.
Oh my god, there are so many more places I can move to. I am so sorry. Over.
Oh no, that's fine. We can just try it again. My screen's slowly going dark. My eyes are going closed.
Okay.
You just drowned.
Finally, once I went through all of that, I did find a room that had like it seemed to have water in it, and it seemed to have like things that you can turn.
Yeah.
You know, like in a boiler room on a ship. So I think maybe that's where I need to go to next time.
So what I'll say is that what I kind of learned from just like looking at things like gamically, the speed that went meant I think that a lot of these things are very like quote unquote obvious. So I think it's perfectly fine, because if you have a whole bunch of rooms to like look in rooms quickly, and I'll just shout like say the things that are happening in the area, because I feel like that's probably what the case is that it'll be something that's like very, very obvious at a glance. Just
it's
based
like,
on how just based on how big it sounds like your area is and how quickly that water went up. It feels like it's probably like that's the case. So let's
I probably need to sprint to.
Yeah. Alright, so we know how to do these. Run. I wish I had the sprint button. Yeah, crouch. Alright, well, we know how to do... Well, we'll now know how to do this one. It's between a red eye on the left, blue eye on the right.
All right, red eye on the left, blue eye on the right. On the left, you are going to have a the Shadowhunter Zed with no extra flourish, and on the right, you will have the X with the circle through it. The double X. No, just a normal X. Just a normal X with a circle through it. Over.
Got it. All right, we got a new animal. So I'm going to describe this animal to you. Let me know when we get to the room. Over. I keep forgetting the over thing.
All right, I'm there. Over.
There's so much whisper, like ghostly whispering when I enter this room. Okay, it's the I mean, I think you were describing before. It's the bird with the skull head. It's so, I mean, there might be things that are similar, but it has a skull for a head. Is there anything else with a skull for a head? Over.
There are a couple things with the skull for a head. Does it look like the stork from before, or a camel with a snail, or no snail? Over.
So it looks like a it's a bird body, and it's just like your pure classic bird body. It's kind of got like spiky feet. Like you can kind of see just like the big bird toes, but it's a white bird body, skinny bird legs, skull head over.
Okay, I think I know which one it is. Over. The first thing looks... Wait, does it have a snail? Over.
No snail. Over.
Correction. Let me go to the right one.
Copy. Over.
Okay, I got it. Over. The first one, the first symbol is the man holding the bottom half of his face. Over.
Got it. Over.
The second one is the cross in the circle with the curlicue and the N. Over.
Got it. Over.
And then the last image looks like a turtle with like a little, that's on like a little stand. Over.
Yeah, I got that one. Over. All right, the door's open. Okay, so I'm in the room, got the pipes. It's still the word is green. The color of the word though is kind of yellow. Over.
Okay, I'm gonna try to go to the room that I went to before. Over.
God, yeah, it's kind of like it's like classic on the walls, classic red pipes, you know, with a bunch of like welding or connection points between them, and yeah, they just look like pipes. There's like two of them. Over. Nothing else I can interact with. Yeah, because it looks like the door is blocked. Oh, you might be on the other side of this door. They're coming out of the wall. Over.
Okay, let me see. Over.
Oh, God. Just describe to me what you see. Over.
Okay, so I'm in the room with the water. I have I actually think I have 3 pipes. One has like a blue steering wheel, one has a red steering wheel, and one has a yellow steering wheel. Over.
Interact with the red steering wheel. Over.
Oh shoot, it won't let me do anything. Over.
What do you mean it won't let you do anything? Over.
It's not interactable. Over.
Is there anything on that? Or is it like one pipe with 3 different colors? Over.
No, it is 3 separate pipes. Over. The left pipe is blue, the center pipe is red, and the right pipe is yellow. The steering wheels, I mean. Over.
Okay, but the pipe itself is what color? Over.
The pipes are red. Over.
Okay, can you turn the green one over?
I do not appear to be able to interact with anything in this room. Over.
Your cursor doesn't get bigger when you go over it. Over.
No, it's not. Over.
What else is there in the room? Over.
Water and floating barrels. Over.
Gotta have something to do with that. I'm about to go down. It's gotta have something to do with that, but what?
Right? Like I can't imagine where else I could.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I can try to explore more, but it seems logical that that's the room I should need to go to.
Yeah. So like when you get right up to the because you essentially you can go. I'm assuming they're close to you. You can go right up to them and like right up to the steering wheel like the valves essentially.
Yeah, and then nothing happens when I hover over them.
There's gotta be something in that room. What else?
Like
do you remember?
I couldn't find anything that I could hover over that would let me interact with it.
Okay, it's got to be that room. But tell you what, while we're in that first area, explore your space. Well, we're like,
I'll grab.
Yeah, before we finish the eye puzzle, explore your space. I like that they let us talk openly right here, so that because this is definitely what that is for. It's to talk about what just happened.
100%.
All right, but let's because I don't think here's the thing, I don't think the time starts until I get into the painting room. I think we're good in the because it happened quicker that time, like in the other times. So I don't think the timer starts till I go in there. So I think we can be in that opening room, and I think you should explore for a bit.
Okay, yeah, I'll go roam around and just see exactly how many rooms I can get to.
And what you should do is just keep your push to talk on. Oh, by the way, I changed mine. You can change your key binding. I put mine on tab because that way I can hold it down with my pinky while I use my fingers to move around, which might be easier.
So from what I can tell with mine, it does not let me move and talk at the same time. I will try, but I have not had success moving and talking at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Let's get in. We'll try some things, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Alright, I have my walkie-talkie. Over.
Alright, it will let me move and talk at the same time. Over.
Cool. So as I said, if you want to redo your key bindings to a different thing to make whatever makes it easier for you, you can go ahead and do that. Over.
Okay, I have done so. It makes me mad I can't use the arrow keys to move around. That's what I want.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, with most things, you have, like, your right hand's on the mouse, and then having your left hand on the letters is usually how they do it. Over.
Yeah, so the door with the room with the water is not open right now, so I cannot go in there and explore.
What other... That's gotta be the right room. Over.
There are, like, several rooms I have to get to that one, but yeah, it must have something to do with that room. Over.
Because that's the only thing that opens. I mean, but still, look around. Just go to other rooms for a bit and explain to me what you see.
Okay, so as you know, I arose into, like, a chapel-looking room. If I face the chapel book that told us about the eye thing, if I look to my right, there is another chapel-like room, and in that room there is a table, and on that table there is a film reel that says World's Greatest Chess Moves. There is a little map, and there is a book, one of the many type of books that I have seen. If I proceed over from that table, then I find some red pipes, a door that I cannot get into, and some boxes with candles on them, and another book. Over.
Can you pick up that book? Over.
Indeed I can. Over.
What's the book? Over.
Symbols on the front and then directions on the back. So definitely when we get to a room, you'll be in a room where there will be a series of 5 symbols, and then we'll have to get the directions for where you need to go, I'm guessing.
Yeah, got it. Over.
So that is a future puzzle that we are now a little bit aware of. Okay. If I go back into the chapel room, again, that's where there are many books. Well, there's not many books, there's 3 books. And then I can go up a staircase. When I go up the staircase, there is a lever for opening a portcullis that I cannot interact with at the moment. There is a door that is not yet open. And I can go into another room up here, which is, eventually when the time comes, I'm going to have to put the greatest chess moves. It's like a projector. So that's, again, a future puzzle. And that's
yeah, that makes sense. Over.
Up here right now. Over.
I'm going to, so just so it's clear on my side, can you, when I'm talking, like when you hear me talking right now, I cannot hear you. Over.
That is correct. Over.
Okay, yeah, it's me more of letting you know. So if anytime you hear me talking and you have talked at the same time, I am completely deaf to that. Over.
Wait, so were you talking while I was explaining everything I was seeing? Over.
No, not the not most of it. I just feel like there was at least one moment where I had tried to start talking, and then I put it off and I missed the beginning of your sentence. But I think I got all of it. Over.
Okay, and I've also found that at the point we are at right now, I cannot go into the room with the pictures of the birds. Over.
Okay, so yeah, so the room's open when we do the puzzles, and they're in one in each room. So it's got to be something in that pipe room. I would say when we get to the pipe room, just like I feel like if I hang out too long in the painting room, the monster breaks in, because once we're done it does start to like. And I would say go to that room and just start like hammering E on the on like the valve, like just in case, and like moving the mouse around a little bit, just in case like it's very like particular about where on the wheel you have to have the mouse, because I've dealt with things like that before. Over.
Yeah, that's quite possible. Over. I do feel like this game, it's when I can touch something, it's pretty obvious that I can touch it, but I will see what we can do. Over.
I agree. It's just like that's the room. It has to be the room. So when we go in there, we'll see if maybe like the color change of anything is different from last time. And I don't really have anything else to describe there other than, so I think the that room where you said where you have the red pipes and there was that one book I told you to pick up the book, it's because I think that is the other side of the room that I am trapped in. So I thought maybe somehow they were related, but it doesn't seem like that. Over.
I will see too if there is like any other direction I can go when I go there that I may have missed in the past. Over.
Yeah, I mean, let's just give it a try. I'll tell you what the eyes are now. There is a red eye on the left, and there's a green eye on the right. Over.
All right, red eye on the left, green eye on the right. The red eye has it's like a little man with no head and only one leg lifting his arms to the sky.
I do have that one. I do know what you mean.
Or like a curly T. Over.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I got it. What's the next one? Oh, sorry. I got it. What's the next one?
Oh, the next one is it is the X with the extra line on the top and the bottom with the circle in the middle.
Sorry, one more time? Over?
So you know how there's the X with the circle in the middle? It is not the X with the circle in the middle. It is the X with an extra line.
Yeah, got it. Okay, I'm going up to the painting. Over. Let me know when you're at yours. Over.
All right, what have we got? Over.
It is... I mean, so it has the body of the same bird we had last time. Exact same. No snail shell that. But it looks like its head is like two heads. It's facing both left and right at the same time with like a black piece of kind of like hair flopping up and a like blue eye right in the center. Over.
Got it. Over. The first symbol is the one that looks like the tent, or looks like the A with the little hair on top. Over.
Yeah, I just dropped what, but I got it. I got it. Over.
The second symbol is the man holding the bottom half of his face. Over.
Moving into position. Over.
And the third symbol is the cat saying yay. Over.
Cat saying yay. All right, I'm putting it in. So do you want to start, I guess, getting towards the other room? Over.
Running towards it. Over.
Open the door. Over. I'm in. Okay, so now it is the word is purple. The color of the word is green. Over.
Okay, so far there's nowhere else I can go. Over. I'm kind of just running through rooms with like, coats of arms or like statues, armor on the side. Over.
Yeah, it's gotta be the pipe room. Just let me know when you're there. Over.
Okay, I am in the pipe room. I'm just gonna try to smash things and see if there's anything I can.
Well, sorry. What color are the pipes again? Over, or the valves? Over.
Are red. The wheel on the first pipe is blue. The wheel on the second pipe is red, and the wheel on the third pipe is yellow. Over.
Now those are the colors that I have. Oh, which of those two colors make purple? Which one's red and blue?
Yes.
Over.
That is the left pipe and the center pipe. Over.
All right, just try turning both those pipes. The thing where you just hammer the interact button over them. Over.
Okay, it let me turn the red one, and it said valve open. Over.
All right, do the blue one. Over.
I can't get to the blue one. Over.
What do you mean you can't get to the blue one? Over.
I'm gonna try the yellow one.
No, it's gotta be the blue one because I think we're trying to make the word purple, right?
Okay, so why? Stand by.
What do you mean you can't get to it? What do you mean you can't get to it?
I think I almost. Okay, there's a box in the way.
Oh, you can jump.
I figured out how to deal with that. So
okay, cool.
I almost got it before you drowned.
All right, well then let's speed back to it. Please get through this puzzle.
Cool.
All right.
Yes, we can do it.
It's either the color it's spelled or it's the color that it is. But I think it's the color that's spelled. I mean, that's just my instinct, because you would tell him what it is, and it's that. All right. So the eyes are the one on the left is blue, the one on the right is red.
Okay. Left is blue, right is red. The first symbol is an M, and the second symbol is an N.
That makes it easy. All right, going to the next room. Over. Okay, the animal is the stork with no snail, and a skull. Over.
Found it. Stand by. Your first symbol is the man holding the bottom half of his head. Over.
Got it. Yeah, you can just tell me the other two in a row, and I'll just put them in. Over.
Okay, the other one is the T, or the cross in the circle with the curly Q and the N. Over. And then the last one is the turtle. Over.
Alright, they're both in. So let's get this done. I'm going to the next room. Over. So it's the same thing. The word is purple, and the color of the word is green. Over. How's it going on your end? Over.
It's good. I'm just bad at moving.
Don't forget you can jump by pressing the space key. Over.
Yeah, so the color is green. Over.
The color of the word is green, but the word is saying purple. My instinct is to make purple, which is red and blue. Over.
Okay, will do. Over.
There we go. Yay. Over.
See what's what. Over.
I'm about to step on definitely a trap plate, so we'll see what the next thing is. Over.
Sounds good. Over.
Hey, I pulled down a lever which opened up one half of a gate, but the other half closed when I opened it up. Over.
Okay, I did see a lever before, so I'll go back to where that is. Over.
Actually, I could just pull it for myself for the other one, but still do that just in case. Over.
God, I have so far to journey. Over.
Yeah, I'm in now a big, almost maze-like room. On the wall in front of me, it says, "Bring down the guiding light." Over.
Interesting. I do have a map here. Let me take a closer look at that.
Yeah, I have a compass on the ground. Like, not the full compass, but it's like the kind of symbol you see on maps that has a compass. Over.
Okay, I'm looking at this map, and maybe it's helpful. It does have a compass on it. Over.
Yeah. What is it? What's on it? I can kind of walk around. It might not be a maze, but so I'm gonna walk around a bit, see if something happens. Over.
Okay, so I'm looking at the map, and if I look north, this essentially is like a fancy puzzle piece or like a fancy U, and there are a bunch of rooms that appear to have like boxes or barrels or something in
I just saw something moving, like crawling on the ground here. There's paintings on the wall that have like a dog with a candelabra for a head. Over.
Okay, this probably does not have to do with the map then, so I'll go look and see if one of the other doors have opened. Over.
I found another lever on the wall. I'm gonna pull it. It's like a blue lever, like almost like a crystal thing. I pulled it and nothing seemed to happen. Over.
Okay, I have a lever that's like a glowing white crystal. I'm gonna pull it and see if anything happens. Over.
Hold on. I'm gonna go back to my version of that. Over.
Okay, sounds good. Over.
Alright, I'm back there. Pull it. Over.
Done. Over.
Okay, so that didn't change anything on my side. Over.
It didn't change anything I can immediately see. I don't know. Let me explore. Over.
Yeah, because I could go quite far. And I think I found the gate that my blue lever closes. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to walk through this maze and we're just going to see what happens. I think I can find my way back. Because it's not really a maze. So, I'll get back in touch with you. Over. Bring down the guiding light.
Sounds good. Over.
Only thing I can think of is to bring down the guiding light. And remember, the whole thing is bring down the guiding light. So if you see anything that seems to relate to that, let me know as you explore. Over. I also have a painting on a wall. It's a dog drooling. Lots of dog photos. So do with that as you will. Over.
Interesting. I'll look for dogs. Over.
Always look for dogs. Okay. So that closes that. Probably the lever over there opens it. The other side is open. So maybe go down this one. It seems like I can switch the two sides. Saw people walking around here.
I don't know. Maybe this does have to do with that map that I found. Over.
Ugh, that made me jump. Over. I found a gate, like a green, a closed green gate, and I haven't found the switch to open it yet. But I can just keep going, so I'm just gonna keep going. Over.
That sounds good. Over.
But this place is creepy. Over. It's creepy, but it's not a maze, is the thing. Alright, now I found a dog with bat wings. That's kind of cool. Over. Hey, Aaron, do you have torches on your wall? Over?
Yeah, I have some torches. Over.
Can you interact with them and, like, turn them on and off? Over?
Not in the room I'm in right now, but I'm gonna go check it in a different room. Over.
Okay, just because I can, so I was wondering if that might be a thing. Over.
Yeah, some of the rooms have different styles of torches, so let me see if a different style works. Over.
Okay, so I think I have reached the extent of the space. I now kind of understand the space I'm in. It's kind of a maze, kind of a circle, because it does go in a big loop, but there is a bunch of green and blue, and there's green and there's blue gates, and then there's also a red gate, and I think the red gate is the one that's keeping me from leaving. Over.
Okay, I kind of wonder if maybe this map does have something to do with where you are then, because it is a circle, but it's not color-coded at all. And it's like just a circle kind of that you go around. There's no like rooms that go off of it. Over?
I mean, yeah, there's like hallways that go to dead ends, but they aren't rooms. Over.
Okay, because this map has hallways that go to dead ends, but it also has like little areas with like, it looks like they're boxes and stuff. Over.
So when you say a map, you mean like, yeah, like a drawn on map, like just on, like what does it look like as weird as that is to ask? Over.
No, it literally is like a map on a piece of paper. It is a drawing of what it looks like, a bunch of rooms that do go in a circle. And then there is at the bottom right of it a compass with obviously like north pointing up, east, south, and west. Over.
All right, I'm going to see if I can try to find where I am on that, because it is true there are hallways that go to bigger rooms. So I'm going to kind of like describe something to you. So, is the compass in a room? Over?
The compass is not in a room. It is next, like, it's on the map drawing, but is next to the drawings of the actual rooms. Over.
Is at the bottommost area of that map. Does it look like there's kind of like an entrance to this whole map maze? Over?
Yes, I would say that there is an entrance because it kind of looks like a dead end. And then you go up from the dead end and you turn left, you'll go to a square room with what looks to me like it would be barrels and then maybe like a couch or like a long skinny box. And if you were to go from that entrance and turn right, then you would continue down a hallway, and then you would have to turn left and go down into another room with some boxes and stuff over.
I think you're looking at it. I'm going to describe what I am walking to right now. And I will occasionally when I say over, that means I'll drop out for you to respond. Okay, over.
That sounds good. Over.
I am currently standing at the bottom of the map, I think, at where it becomes a T intersection. I can go left and I can go right. In front of me it says, bring down the guiding light. Over.
Okay, yes, that makes me think you're at the bottom of the map. Over.
I am turning right. I am going forward. I am stopping to my right. I can go down some stairs into a different area. I can also go forward a little bit, like one more section, and then turn left. Over.
Okay, yes, that is what I am seeing on the map. Over.
So that map is definitely where I am. Is there anything else on the map that looks like it's colors?
No, the map is essentially in grayscale, and the drawings of the things in the rooms are like a little bit brown. Over.
So is the map like, I'm gonna say like a picture, like an overhead picture, and then there's drawings on the map, or is the entire map a drawing? Over.
The entire map is a drawing. Over.
I don't think that really matters. I was just curious. Over. Because the thing is, I think I can. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go to an area I was curious about, and I'll get back to you. Over.
Sounds good. Over.
And to get there, I guess I probably should direct my way so you can follow it. So I'm starting where we thought we were starting. Copy. Over.
Copy. Over.
I am turning right. I am going all the way to the end of the hall. I am turning left, and I am walking forward. I am turning left, and I'm walking up some stairs. I am turning right, and I'm walking past a blue gate right now. Over. Does that look like anything on your side? Over.
There are no gates indicated on my map. Over.
Cool. I'm at the end of that hallway now. I'm turning right. I'm going up some stairs into a bigger room. Over.
Great. That room has nothing drawn in it on my map, but you can go into some stairs to like a dead end, or you could go, I guess maybe down some stairs into a room that has the drawings of what look like barrels and boxes. Over.
Okay, yeah. That room, the one you said down, because essentially, so the area I came in, I walk over to the other side, and I am looking, there's three exits from this room on the other side from where I entered from. Yes? Over?
Yes. Over.
So, what direction did I come in from, using the compass? Over.
You came in from the west. Over.
Okay, so west, so that means that's north. Okay, so the exit to the south, then. For me, it's blocked off with a green gate. I know where the green switch is, but I have to flip the blue switch to like, essentially figure this out. So, I'm going to do that. Over.
Okay, that sounds good, because if you went into the room behind that green gate, the room to the south, there is stuff in that room. Over.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. So I'm currently walking back to the beginning. The thing that gets me is that I could technically, feel like, just by the fact that I have a pretty good idea of where I am in spatial perception, figure out this puzzle for myself. That's kind of what confused me. Over.
Yeah, this map is not giving like a lot of info, but I think it's the only thing that makes sense. Over.
Yeah, I mean, are there any other rooms that have like boxes and stuff in them? Over?
Yes, there are. So, the one that you're trying to get into, and then remember when you came in and you turned right, and then you could turn right and go down some steps, or you could turn left or you could go forward and then turn left and go the way you went. The room that is down some steps at the beginning looks like it has boxes in it. Over.
Okay, I think the boxes are how they're indicating where the levers are, because both those rooms have levers in them. Over.
Interesting. Okay, over.
Which probably means the room that I'm trying to get to probably has the red lever in it, which is the way I get out. Over. Right.
Yes, over.
I have to go flip the green one again, or the blue one again. So essentially, I think you're there to kind of like help me if I get a bit turned around, because I'm flipping the levers myself to open and close these doors, and it's a bit of a like mind thing to get that to work, but over.
Cool. Well, let me know if you have any questions. Over.
How you doing? Over.
I mean, I'm fine. There's no spooky things, no scary things in my part of the castle. Over.
Yeah, I saw two things at different times, like walk by in the distance. So that was upsetting. Over.
I don't love that we're playing a scary game and there's like a big window by me. Over.
It's not really supposed to be a scary game. So can you direct me to what I think? Is there another exit to this area? Over.
Maybe. The exits are not actually indicated on this map, but there are two staircases that appear to go to nowhere. Over.
Yeah, that's probably it. It should be on the furthest north, I think. Over.
Yes, that is correct. Over. Where are you now?
I am currently in the room I was trying to get. I'll go back down to. I'm down the stairs in the room I was trying to get to. Can you direct me to the exit? Over.
Okay, go straight ahead until you cannot go straight anymore, and you must turn right. At the point that you turn right, continue forward until you see stairs on your left. At that point, check in with me. Over.
All right. That was where the red closed the gate on me. So I think to get back there, I think I know how to get back there. Okay. Hold on. Over.
There's also a roundabout way. If you went back to the beginning, I could try to direct you the other way. Over.
Yeah, that's the way I have to go. But to get there, I need to flip the blue switch to open up the other side, and then as I go through it, I can flip the green switch to open up the other side as well. Over.
Cool. Sounds good. Over.
Yeah, so essentially you have the layout, but I have like gates in the way, so it's like a bit of an interaction thing there. Over.
Well, let me know what I can let you know. Over.
I just flipped the blue switch, and I think I know this path. So currently I'm getting into the other room with all the boxes in it, which for me is the room with the green switch. Over.
Okay, sounds good. Over.
So we're throwing, there are boxes in that room. I do see boxes. It's just like, that was not the thing that drew me to the room. All right, I am leaving the maze now. Over. Yeah!
It says we reached a checkpoint.
Oh, it's cold here and I'm freezing. Oh, it's chess, Aaron, it's chess. It's also really loud.
Okay, let me try to get this and take it to the projector if it'll let me.
Turn down those sound effects. I got like a generator out here that I can interact with. Oh, I'm currently interacting with it, actually, I think.
I bet the generator lets us run the projector. Over.
Yeah, I had to do a thing where I had to like land a kind of a dial in a green thing, and now I think I crank something. All right, I think I turned on the generator. Over.
Okay, let me see if I can turn on the projector over. I think I maybe have to get around to the other side of it.
Yep. Yeah, whatever you have to do, over. Oh, we're on a time limit, by the way. I just froze a bit more, over.
Oh, good. Now, I have this in here, and it looks like I have to crank something, so maybe I just have to get into the right position. Over.
Yeah, just, fiddle around as you will, over. By the way, I can only move the white pieces, so it looks like that's what we're doing, over. I hope the checkpoint is in the beginning.
I can select the projector, and I can interact with it, and it makes a noise, but nothing has happened yet, so stand by.
Yeah, look around. Just look around if there's, like, other things. How to put this? Like, just like, I'm taking up a cap or something, I don't know, over.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Over.
Oh, I just froze a little bit more, over.
Sorry. I'm trying to be very precise about where I'm clicking on this projector, but, like, nothing is happening. Over.
I got an idea. No, I thought maybe I had to, like, crank it again or something. On my side, over.
Sense. Over. I don't know, when I interact with it, it makes like a buzzing staticky noise, so maybe there's like a piece I'm missing or something.
I mean, so
Over.
what happened when you brought the reel up there? Because you said there was like a chest reel, wasn't there? Something like the whole moves thing.
Okay, there are 2 different areas where I can interact with this projector, and one of them, nothing seems to happen when I interact with it, which makes me think maybe there is another piece I need to find. Over.
Yeah, potentially. Because didn't you say there was another area where you actually found? Did you say there's another area where you actually found like a reel, like the chess moves thing? Oh,
Yeah, so
over.
I brought it to the projector. Over.
And did you end up? Did it get like put in the projector, over?
Yes, it appeared to do that automatically when I got there. Over. I just tried flipping the switch on the wall to see if maybe that like controlled the electricity or something, but it did not. Over.
All right. When you, what happened when you put the reel in the projector, over?
Nothing. It just disappeared from my hand. Over.
Did it appear on the projector? Like, does it look like it's something that's changed is on the projector now, over?
It's hard to tell because I would be able to see it on the opposite side I was standing on when it went on the projector. Over.
Okay, yeah. Go back to where you got the reel from and tell me if it's if anything's changed in there, over.
Well, when I went back there, the reel was back there.
Yeah, so if something gets dropped and like not put in, but just like you drop it out of your hands, it warps back to where it was. I discovered that when I was putting all the pieces into the picture board, over.
Cool. All right, stand by. Over.
Yep, over. I think I'll probably freeze before that happens. Right? Is there anything you do to not freeze? Or is it a timed one? To be fair, it does give me a lot of time. Open up. God, I can barely see. Will I freeze soon?
Oh, that's so frustrating. It dropped like as I was trying to put it in.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened with the it's when things drop so you don't lose them, it warps back to where they came from, so it just looked like it went in. Because I think you're on the other side of it. It's like you didn't see whether or not that thing changed or not. Yeah.
Well, this time I was on the right side and it would not let me.
Yeah, because it kind of like when I was putting the stuff into the thing underneath the. All right. Please don't be from the beginning. Please don't be from the beginning. Oh, thank God, it's not from the beginning. Okay. Oh, thank you. He's not from the beginning. That's good. Ooh. All right. So go grab the reel. Over. Starting up the generator.
I like immediately dropped it. I don't know why it's being like this. Over.
That's a problem. Over. Your generator is going. Over. So the way that that essentially works is like E. So it's E to pick up, but when you go near something that it connects with, it'll seem like it leaves your hand, but it doesn't actually. You do have to press E again to drop it, essentially. Over.
Okay, it looks like it went on there. Over.
All right, can you try turning it on? Over.
It still made the scraping noise. Over. There we go. It's now turning over. Okay, it's now playing. Over.
All right. Is it like chess? Is it chess moves? Over.
Piece. Forward. Okay, sorry. When I say your center of piece, I mean your. Oh God, this moves real fast. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna move. You have 2 pawns in the center, and you are going to move the pawn that is on the white square forward 2 squares.
Got it. Over.
Now I'm going to play it again, and I'll tell you the next move. I'm pretty sure you're moving your bishop, but stand by. Over.
Oh,
okay,
now I have
so you're
to...
moving that pawn, and then you'll move your bishop diagonally on the white squares, up to you move.
Hold on, Aaron. I'm also moving the black side. Over.
You have to move the black side as well. Over.
Yeah, I'm moving both sides. Over. Oh no.
Okay, so you're moving the black pawn to meet the white pawn you moved.
Done. Over.
Then you'll move the bishop as I described before. Over.
Where am I moving them to? Over.
The bishop is going diagonally left 3 squares. Over.
So same line as the pawn. Over.
Yes. Over.
Okay. Whenever you're ready for the next one. Over.
Okay, now move the black pawn second from the left down 1 square, and move the king diagonally up to 2 squares, so it's behind the pawn and the bishop.
When you say on the left, what left? Like, so are you? So do you have like white at the bottom, black at the top? Over.
Yes, I do. Over.
So is it the So it's the black pawn on the white square on the left. So on the left side. Over.
That is correct. Over.
And it goes forward 1 square. Over.
You're gonna have to wait now. Over. Yes, it moves into the black square. Over.
I moved it, and then you said the king goes behind 2 squares forward. Wait. Over.
Finally, and it will be in the row that is behind where the pawn and the bishop is. Over.
The king moves forward. The white king moves forward 2 squares. Over.
Okay, maybe it's the queen. It is not the royal figure who is behind the white pawn that you moved. It is the other royal figure and is moving diagonally 2 squares.
Got it. Done. Over. My wife just died.
Sorry, I think we talked at the same time. What did you say?
I got it. It's done. Over. Queen's in position. Over.
Okay, then move the black knight so that it is the black knight that is on the left side. Move it so that it is the same line as the black pawn you already moved. It'll be right next to the black pawn.
On which side of the pawn? Side towards the edge of the board or towards the middle of the board? Over.
Towards the middle of the board. Over.
Done. Over.
Okay, it is now replaying. Once I get to after the knight moves, I will let you know. I do believe it is the queen who moves next, but I am talking to cover this. Okay, so we just moved the knight, so it's next to the pawn. It's more towards the center of the board. The queen will move forward 3 squares so that it queens the pawn that's directly, the black pawn that's directly in front of it. Over.
No, where's it? There we go. Ah, we did it! Ugh.
Hooray!
So, to put that in perspective, as time went on, my view got narrower and narrower and narrower as ice filled the screen. So, yeah, over.
Terrifying. Over.
Hey, Aaron, guess what? I have 5 symbols in a book that look like the symbols from the painting room, and I have a kind of a series of squares I'm going to have to step on. Over.
Cool, we're finally there. Tell me what the first symbol looks like.
The first symbol is the cat saying yay. Over.
Okay, I will find the book with the cat saying yay. The book I'm looking at right now has a cat, but he is not saying yay. His arms are just out to the sides.
I forgot to plug in the my camera light. Well, I forgot to plug in the other side of the camera light, the one that goes into the computer that actually charges it. So currently I'm very dark here, and it's very foreboding. Over. Hey Google, lights at...
All right, I found 40%. The book with the cat saying yay, I do believe. The second symbol is like the bottom half of a man. Over?
Hey Google, lights at 10%. Yeah, that's right. Over.
Great, let's just make 100% sure. The third symbol is the curly Q cross in a circle with the N. Over?
Yep, the fourth symbol's kind of like a man with a, standing on the ground, like, because he has a feet, kind of like but it's got a flat thing beneath him, kind of with his, like, fists up in like, next to his head. Over?
Yes, in like a goalpost style. Over.
Yeah, I guess you could also say it's kind of like a goalpost with like balls on the ends of it. Over.
And then the last one is the house with hair. Over.
The last one is the house with hair. Over. All right.
Okay, let me read this to you. Starting in the far west, take 2 steps northbound, head east twice.
Okay, yeah, so on the ground there's a compass that tells me directions with it. So, okay, I got it. Let me just get in position. So, far west. Hold on. I'm in position at the far west. So read me that first direction again. Over.
Okay, so it says, starting in the far west, which you have done, take 2 steps northbound. Over.
Alright, so I'm unsure. This is nothing for you. This is more of you, so you can also hear me talking this over with the audience, who I am now just a shape to in the webcam. I'm trying to figure out if they think if I think the 2 steps forward is like start on the left, step onto the first square, step onto the second square, or start on like the far bottom left square and step forward twice. Does that make sense what I'm thinking? Over?
It does. Do you want me to read you maybe the entire poem and you can hear all of it and that might help you decide? Over?
Yeah, I do think that'll help me decide. Thank you. Over.
Okay, so it says, starting in the far west, take 2 steps northbound, head east twice. Then, after moving north 2 times, one can head for the door after taking 1 step towards the western wall. Over.
That does help, because I think if I did one way, I wouldn't get across it. So, read that to me one more time. Over.
Do you want all of it? Over?
Yes, please. All of it. Over.
Starting in the far west, take 2 steps northbound, head east twice. Then, after moving north 2 times, one can head for the door after taking 1 step towards the western wall. Over.
Yeah, so I think I have to do this. Then I go 1, 2. Then I go 1, 2. Okay, I think I'm doing it right. Nothing has happened yet, so I'm going to take my step to the left. And then I'm going to go to the west, and then I'm going to go to the door. Yeah! Excellent. Over.
Amazing! Over.
Oh, I appear to be in some form of a theater, in the sense that I have, like, racks of clothes behind me, and I have a lever that says Scene 1 over.
Cool. A new door just opened, so I'm going to head up there. Over.
Alright, so just as you go up to your room, I'm going to explain to you what my room looks like. So, big, kind of like taking stairs down into this room. It's just a big room. It's got a trapdoor on the floor. I imagine that's the exit. Then it has 6 cranks, all like done in a row with 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom. To the right, there's a nameplate that says Scene 1 and a white lever below it. Against the wall, there's a thing that says Bloodlight with like one of those big like electrical, like you flip it and it seems like electricity's gonna shoot out, kind of a flipping lever. Over.
Well, the room I went into was super dark, so I left and I pulled a white lever on the wall, and hopefully that put some light in there. I'm gonna go check. Over.
I think it flipped up my lever. Over. In this one.
My room still seems pretty dark. Over.
Flip that lever again, just to see something. Over.
Oh, wait, I think I found... Flipping the lever, I think, showed me a theater. Over.
Oh. Excellent. Oh. Yeah, someone's saying, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's show.
I can...
Over.
Over.
But did you also say you could also hear that? Over?
Yes, I can also hear that. Over.
Okay, so I have 2 rooms coming off of mine. they have like these like kind of like display boards on 3 different rails, like going backwards. So it's like one at the front, one in the middle, and one backstage that each have like things drawn on them. Things like a crown and a sword over a crown and 3 people dancing over.
I don't have anything like that on my side, though I can also see like 2 doors. But my side is like very dark and empty over.
I'm gonna try flipping whatever the bloodlight is over. I flipped the bloodlight. Did that do anything on your side over?
No, nothing changed over.
So I can pull this scene 1 thing down and nothing seems to happen. I think when I turn these cranks, I imagine it's going to move the things on the rails over.
Over?
Anything? Oh yeah, so I turn the cranks and move things on the rails. 1 thing is missing. Like there's 1 crank that I think is like broken or something. There's nothing on the rail and I can't move it over.
Okay, interesting. There's like literally nothing in this room, so I'm just trying to figure out where. But like this room opened, so this must.
So the other, sorry to cut you off. The other rooms, you say they're dark. Are they like pitch black, or are they just very, very dark over?
It was pitch black before, but I'm gonna go see if maybe the bloodlight turned a light on in that room over.
Okay, so that moves the... A lot of crown and castle themes going on over here, over.
Well, my theater has like no decorations over.
Describe to me more of your space, over.
Sorry, I'm just confused because I suddenly feel like I can't go upstairs over.
Oh, I mean, just yeah, try like hop in if you get caught on something. That's that old janky game, over.
I have been. I've been trying like different stairs and I've been trying to jump, so this is very strange, over.
Yeah, sounds like it. Over. I mean, I guess what specifically happens over? Shouldn't do that one. I shouldn't say over twice.
Oh my god, it's making me zigzag up the stairs, over.
Oh, jeez, over. I can move these into positions. Interesting. I think maybe while that's happening. Plug in my light. How's it going, over?
Sorry, I'm just very confused. I feel like I can't get out of the theater now.
Oh, like do you mean like with the the way that the controls are working, over?
I'm just trying to turn around so I can get like a different view and make sure that's what's actually happening. Over.
Yeah, let me know, over. Sometimes things get janky.
I think when you pull the blood light, it did lock me in here. Over.
Okay, that's potentially possible. Did it turn on a light though?
No. Over.
Okay, I've turned off the blood light. Okay, let me think for a second. Over. Doesn't do anything. So I have essentially a bunch of set pieces, is what I have. Over.
Yeah, I have. It really seems to me like I have a big empty theater. Over.
Well, look around. Is there anything else? Like, are you on a stage? Are you like where are you right now? Over.
I am in front of the stage in the audience. Over. I did try to get onto the stage before, and I wasn't able to. Over.
And you said the doors to your left and right are dark. Over.
They are small and closed. Over.
Closed. Like, okay, over.
Dark inside. Over.
Just try walking into them. Over.
I went to the other one, and that one I was able to open. I am now on the stage, and I can see like a record player. I will explore and see what else I can find. Over.
All right, perfect. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Check out the record player. Seems to be something. Over.
Could you hear it talking when I turned it on? Over.
No, I couldn't. I think my music just changed though. Over.
Okay, so don't talk for a second. I'll let you know when you can. Over.
I think it reset my thing.
The record player said there once was a castle filled with light. Over.
Okay. So I have a castle here. Over. It also looks like my castle reset its position, which is interesting. Over.
Sorry, it reset its position? Over?
Yeah, like I thought I moved it over and now it's like in the middle. Over.
Interesting.
So essentially, I explain, it's not a castle, it's an arch with a castle drawn on it. Over.
The record player, there's also like a trap door, but I don't appear able to interact with it at the moment. Over.
Yeah, I also have the trap door. I think that's our way out of here. Over. I'm going to try pulling the scene switch. Over. Okay, so pulling the scene switch, I think is what I have to do when I get everything in the right position. Okay. Over.
No, wait, it looks like a candelabra fell from, not a candelabra, a chandelier fell from the ceiling. Over.
When I did, let's say, this. Over.
This time it didn't change, but I do think I'm dying because my vision is becoming very small. Over.
Oh, so maybe now you're the one who is the one in danger. Okay. Well, I mean, at least we got you onto the stage. Over.
Yes, this is true. Over.
I'm just spinning a crank. Is it doing anything over there?
Nothing I can see in my tiny vision. Over.
Does it move things on? Hang on, I'm just gonna do something. So that moved it. So sorry, I'm just spinning these cranks, see what happens. Over.
Okay, I do
Oh,
think when you spin the
oh!
crank, I think maybe what the candle or the chandelier or whatever is moving. It might be a puppet. Keep
Wait,
spinning it over.
hold on. Is this going into a wall? So, try that one more time. Oh, it vanished in the wall.
Okay, I'm not seeing it moving, but sometimes it seems like it changes position to me over.
I'm gonna spin something, and I think it's. Is anything happening on your?
Oh, okay, yes. So I can see something now. I can see it's like a little set piece, and there is a jester bowing, and then a man dressed in green, and a lady in a purple dress over.
Okay, I sent that through the wall to you. Okay. So you said something filled with light. Okay. I'm going to take that away. Let me know when it's off, no longer on there. Alright, I'm going to take that away. Let me know when it's no longer on there.
There is nothing on the stage now over.
Okay, I'm going to try to send you the arch that has the castle in it. Over.
Sounds good, over.
Okay. Alright, it's coming out right now. Over.
Perfect. It's in the center of the stage. I'm going to see if the record player says something different now, over.
Yeah, go for it, over.
No, it still says the castle thing, over.
What do you see on your side of the arch? Over.
I see a set piece of a castle that is in the center of the stage, over.
I'm going to try to... Is it moving still, over?
No, it is not moving now, over.
I'm going to try pulling the lever, see what happens, over.
It looks like there's a red light shining on it, over.
Okay, I think that's the blood light. Let me know if it turns off when I do this, over. Did the light turn off when I did that, over?
Over.
Sorry, say that again, over?
Yes, the red light turned off when you did that, over.
Okay, we'll keep the light off for now, over. I'm going to send some other stuff out to you, and you just tell me what's on that side of the thing, over.
Sounds good, over.
Alright, it's coming out, over. Is it going out? Oh, no, I wasn't moving it. Never mind, I wasn't actually moving it, over.
Okay, I was gonna say, I don't see anything.
The crank's kind of confusing with which way moves which thing, so it should be coming out now, over.
Okay, this is the jester and the man and the woman, over.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out the other one now. Over.
Sounds good. I might be close to dying, over.
Is it coming out, over?
Yes, it's a man by himself, over.
And by himself. I'm pulling out another one, over.
This is a lady in a fancy dress, probably the queen, over.
I'm pulling out the last one, over.
And this is maybe like a knight, someone with a sword, over.
So we have a castle Over.
Correct. Over.
What? So do you still see all 5 of them? Can you tell me what they are? What they are? Over.
The man who is alone is gone, but I can see the farthest forward. I'm dead.
Okay. The marionette finished the scene. Ah. Do you want to keep trying? Because we know there's a checkpoint just before the I have to imagine there's probably a checkpoint just before the what do you call it? The theater, because it seems like it's about 2 and then a checkpoint. Or we actually know what the other ones are anyway. So my question is, do you want to keep going, try to push through? I feel like we've got to be close to the end, right? Or do you want to?
That's a good question. We are like an hour past time.
We are. It feels like this has got to be like the last one, right? Because we're literally right on the other side of the wall from each other.
I don't know. I can see I can see Steam on my other screen here, and it says that our achievements are 12 out of 26.
Yeah, but I think there's a lot of ones for like doing it perfectly and like special things.
Okay.
Let's see where we come back in, and let's
try.
Sounds
good.
All right, yeah. So we're at the walking. Yeah, we just have to walk across these and go to the theater. Let's give it one more try. Over.
Okay, sounds good. Over.
All right. So the book that I'm looking at, the first one is okay. It's a fat cat celebrating. Over.
All right, I'll go look for that. Over. Sorry, the books are kind of spread out. Over. All right, I got it. And I assume that there's only one book of the Fat Cat Celebrating. Next to the Fat Cat Celebrating, there is an A with the hair on it, and then there's like, actually, yeah, there's an A with the hair on it. Over.
And kind of like curly feet. Over.
The A with the hair on it has curly feet. Over.
Yes, the A with the hair on it has curly feet on mine. Over.
Oh, this A with the hair on it has no feet, so I will try to find another one. Over.
Yeah, over. And the I'll tell you this right now. The first symbol is a fat cat celebrating. The last symbol is like a boat with an eye on it with a little like hair sticking out of the top. Over.
Okay, I haven't found it yet. Over.
Okay.
Found it. Over.
All right, give me the directions. Over. Can you give me the directions? Over.
Where lies your start? Keep moving north, but watch your step. Before the last tile, you must head east. After these 2 steps, take 1 step towards the south, head for the eastern wall, then you may proceed to the door.
All right, start from the top again. Do it slowly, but I think I'll just follow along with you as you say it. Over.
Okay, sorry, this one's hard to read, so I was just trying to angle it. Are you ready? Over.
I am ready, over. Well, tell me where to start first, and then I'll tell you when to start reading, over.
In the western corner lies your start, over.
Alright, I am in the west. Begin.
Keep moving north, but watch your step. Before the last tile, you must head east.
Alright, I watched my step, I headed forward, and I headed one tile east. Over.
After these 2 steps, take 1 step towards the south. Over.
Okay, I stepped east twice, and I took 1 step south. Over.
Head for the eastern wall, then you may proceed towards the door. Over.
Alright, we're good. Alright, head right through onto the stage. Over.
Sounds good. I'll meet you there. Over.
These symbols are the same.
I had to pull the lever, right? Over?
I mean, I don't think so. It doesn't seem to have anything related to what we were doing. Over.
All right, into the theater, making my way towards the stage. Over.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, show's beginning. Over.
to tonight's feature show.
And now I see here a music box. Over.
Okay, so what it said was there once was a castle filled with life, not light.
Oh, so maybe we bring in all the people? Because you said there's one that has like all the people in it. Over.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Over.
Alright, I think I am bringing the castle out. Over. I was not bringing the castle out. Over.
Say I.
So it should be coming out right now. Over.
Yes, it is coming out right now. Over.
Is it center stage? Over.
Yes, over.
Okay, and no, I think this is the people. It should be coming out right now. Over.
Yes, the people are here and you have put them inside the castle. Over.
Alright, I'm gonna try pulling the lever, see what happens. Over.
There once
Oh, we're on scene 2.
was a castle filled with life.
I play the gramophone again. Over.
And there lived a king with his wife. Over.
Okay, so king and queen. So maybe take away the castle, put on the king and queen. Over.
The castle and the people inside the castle left, so put on the king and the queen. Over.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. I'll put on the king and queen. Over. Which one is these the queen? I think it's those first 2, so okay.
Nothing is happening yet.
I haven't, yeah, I'm trying to figure out which one they were. It should be coming out right now. Over.
The queen is coming. Over.
Has she stopped? Over.
Yes, over.
Alright, the king should be coming out right now. To let me know when this stops, or if it's not coming out. Over.
Okay, he stopped. Over.
Can you what exactly did the thing say again? Over.
And in it lived a king with his wife. I don't know if this is the king. I think this might be the bad guy. Over.
I don't think there is. Is there a bad guy? Over.
There is one more figure of a man. Send that one out instead. Over.
Right, it should be coming out right now. Over.
It started out and then it went back in. Over.
Alright, it should be coming out now. Over.
Yes, that is the king. So take away the man with the sword. Over.
Alright, it's going away. Over. I'm gonna bring the castle in, because it says in it, and that just feels like... Right. Over.
Sounds good. Over. The castle has just stopped. Over.
I'm pulling the switch. Over.
And there lived a king with his wife.
Okay, so scene 3 is open now. Over.
Okay, this phone said all were happy and all was good. Over.
All is happy and all were good. Okay, so we have a sword guy, we have a queen, we have a king, we have a castle, and we have
maybe put all the people on.
people.
Over.
Yeah, maybe all the people. Alright, the people are coming out now. Do you like see anything on your side? Because like is it the marionette?
Do you think we should
got...
put the king and the queen on too? Over.
Yeah, maybe just yeah. It said everyone was happy, right? Yeah, it said everyone was happy, right? Put down the button.
All were happy and all was good. Over.
Yeah, all. We should put out all the people except for, I guess, the bad guy. Over.
Sounds good. Over.
Do you see anything, Brad? Anyway, just because, like, when it said the marionette had got you, so I'm just wondering if, like, there's something you could see. Over.
Yes, I can see the castle, and now I can see the queen coming in, and the rest of the people are there. Over.
No, I meant, like, is there anything coming to get you? Over.
Nat. Over.
Sorry, say that one more time. Over. Do they all appear to be in their final positions? Over.
I'm gonna die soon.
Do they all appear to be in their final positions? Over.
Yes, they do. Over.
All were happy and all was good.
Let me know when the next scene is. Over.
He says until the king killed all he could, so I guess bring on the killing king. Over.
Okay. King killed all he could. So we're gotta bring the castle in. I think the castle just is for everyone.
He's in his final position. Over.
Okay. I'm gonna bring the castle in because it feels like just everyone killed all he could. So probably just everybody. Put everything in. Over.
Yes, everything is currently in, including the castle. Over.
Okay, that didn't work. What does it look like out there? Over?
Out. Over.
I couldn't hear that. Over.
Take the other king out. Over.
The other king. Oh, this is the other king. No, that's the other king. I forgot which one was the other king.
I think you just took the queen out and left the other king on.
Okay, so that's
Over.
the king. Okay. Alright, so this is the queen.
Yes. Over.
This is the king. Is this the king? What am I moving right now?
Oh, you took out the fighting king.
Okay, so I'm putting the fighting king back in. And then the taking out the good king now.
Okay, you've done it. Try the lever. Over.
Does everything appear to be in its final position? Over?
I think the king with the sword needs to come further in. Over.
I think that's this one. Is it moving now?
No, it's not. Over.
I think this one over.
Yes, now he is in his final position.
Killed all who could.
Oh, jeez. Okay, jeez, whoa, jeez, what's the next one? Over.
Kevin, you have to stop talking. Sorry. Over. Oh, shoot.
Ah.
Yeah, I have to use the washroom very
Okay.
badly.
All right. Do you want to quickly
Okay.
run and do that? Because I think we can get through this. Over.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Okay. I feel like we're probably close to the end. I think it says the same thing each time, so I think I can probably just run in and do it. Okay, so it's the castle goes in every single time. Castle goes in every single time. And it starts castle and people, then it's castle, king, and queen. And then it's everyone except for Mad King, and then it's everyone with Mad King. Then it's whatever the last one is. Okay. Yeah. Whew. Long stream today.
Okay, I have returned.
Okay.
I will join.
I think so. So let's do the walking over. Oh. Okay. So, all right. So let's do this walking over one. I think I pretty much know what the other one is. Okay. So this one is, cat head over.
Oh, just a cat head. Okay, stand by. I'll go find that one. Over.
To kind of expedite things, I'll tell you the first and last just in case that kind of narrows things down. It is first cat head, last the house with like the palm frond hair out. Over.
Got it. I found the book. I'm now twisting it around to get your directions. Over.
Yeah. Okay. Over.
I have to like turn my head to read these. It's very annoying. Okay. This says, let me read the entire thing to you and then we'll work through it. Sound good? Over?
Sounds good. Over.
Okay, this says, before one starts in the east, take one step westward. Then start by taking 2 steps north, take 1 more step north, but not before moving 1 step west. Go west some more till one hits the wall, then head straight for the door. Over.
Okay, this one feels a tad bit more complicated, but it said first you start in the east, but you take a step to the west first. Over.
Sorry, the game just glitched and I'm now no longer holding the book and it's just floating in the air, so I'm trying to get back into the book. Over.
Okay, got it. Over.
Okay, that didn't work. I'm going to try picking something else up and see if I can get myself back into it. Over.
Alright, got it. I think I might know what you said, and I'm tempted to just try it, because if we lose or if we mess up, then I think just nothing happens. Over.
Okay, I did get back into the book. It is currently trying to make me read it sideways, so I'm trying to turn it over.
Oh, man. Books are hard.
Okay, I got it. So, first 2 lines. Before one starts in the east, take 1 step westward. Over.
Alright, I think that means I started the first square in from the east. Got it. Over.
That sounds right to me as well. What it says then is, then start by taking 2 steps north, then take 1 more step north. Over. Wait, no, don't do that. It said
Yeah. I remember, it's that thing where it says before.
before moving 1 step west. Over.
Oh, sorry. It's, because I died when I stepped forward, only I died, but it changed the book. Over.
Oh, okay. What does your new book look like? Over.
We have the, skinny cat cheering, then the bottom half of a man, then it's like the circle with the cross in it, and the N over it. Over.
Cool. Got it. Let me turn the book. Over.
This is always the part. Over.
Okay, let me read the entire thing to you, and then we can take it piece by piece if needed, but we've done this one before. Starting in the far west, take 2 steps northbound, head east twice. Then, after moving north 2 times, one can head for the door after taking 1 step towards the western wall. Over.
Yeah, I just did it because I once you started reading it, I remembered that's one of the easier ones. Over. One of the easier ones of the 3 we've done. Over. Alright, let me know when you're on stage. I guess I'll actually know when you're on stage because he'll announce you. Over. Wonder where she is.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's feature show.
Oh, she's there. I guess you're on stage. Over.
I'm not sure if I have to listen to the gramophone before you can start setting the things up, but the first one is the castle with the people in it. Over.
Yeah, I think it's the same each time. So it's a castle with people. Over.
Okay, I can see the castle so far. Over.
The people should be coming out right now. Over.
Cool. They are there in their final positions. Over.
They are? Over.
It looks like they were. Over. Yeah, they are. Over.
Oh, yeah, it still says scene 1. Interesting. Over.
Okay, I just played the gramophone. Maybe try again now.
Oh, yeah, they reset them all, so we have to play the gramophone. Okay. Oh, that starts the timer. Yeah. All right, the castle's coming out now. Over.
Okay, sounds good. Over.
All right, does it look like they're both in their final position? Over.
Yes, they are in their position. Over.
There once was a castle filled with life.
Okay, I believe the next one is castle with people in it. Over.
The next one is castle, king, and queen.
Castle. And it's... God, this one is... The king and the queen is the most confusing one because there's 2 of them. So the queen comes from that side, the king comes from the other side. Got it. Over.
Yes, that is correct. Over.
So this should be the queen. Over.
Yes, it is. Over.
This should be the king. This should be the king. Over.
That is correct. They are in their final positions. Over.
And there lived a king with his wife.
Okay, so all were happy and all was good. That means you want the castle, the people inside the castle, and the king and the queen who come from opposite sides of the stage. Over.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna touch the lever that I know is the Mad King lever. Over. Alright, I'm gonna give every lever one final spin just to see if, let me know if any of them move when I do that. So, over.
Okay, sounds good. Over. No one has moved. Over. Oh, the castle is moving away. Good, you put it back. Perfect. Over.
Sorry, some of them were like being lit up and it was weird. I'll explain after. Over.
All were happy, and all was good.
Okay, so we have until the king killed all he could. So try to take away the good king and bring in the mad king. Over.
Oh, they're still out there. Interesting. Over.
Yes, they are still out there. Over.
So I think that's also what I was contending with last time. I didn't realize that they were all still at, because usually they left. Over.
Yeah, this time they didn't. Over. Okay, the Mad King is out in place, and the Good King is moving out, and now he is gone. Over.
Until the king killed all he could.
Alright, last one.
Okay, so it says, standing in blood, he proudly said. So bring out the Mad King and turn the bloodlight on. Over.
Alright, so so this time they did all leave. Okay, over.
Yes, they did. Over.
Alright, does Mad King look like he's in final position? Over.
Yes, he does. Over.
A bloodlight.
Cool, you're good. Over. It looks like the bloodlight might be fading. Over. Can you move?
Sorry, I cut you off because I was starting to talk. Go again. Over.
So he's not in the blood spotlight, so can you move him more? Or maybe we need the Good King to come out. Over.
Just being a bit temperamental. Which way does he have to move to get into the bloodlight?
He has to move the opposite way that you just moved him. Over.
Okay, then it has to be the Good King in it, because I can't move any further. Over.
Sounds good. Over.
The cranks keep spinning, but it doesn't. But I don't even know if they end moving. Over.
That's fine. Just bring out the Good King. Over.
Alright. Oh my god. Alright, Good King should be coming out now.
Over.
Standing in blood.
Hey, there we go. My trapdoor opened, so go to yours. Over. You have to interact with it, by the way. Over.
Yeah, mine is also open. I'm just trying to get around it. Over.
Oh, just like go over and hit hammer E. Over.
I'm trying, but I'm not getting anything.
Well, I mean, walk around it.
This is infuriating. Over. You have to go behind yours, or you just...
So no, my trapdoor opened and I walked over to like where like the side it opened on, and then I hovered over and I just pressed E over.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just frustrated over.
What does your mouse change or anything when you go over it over?
No, it doesn't. That's why I'm frustrated. I obviously have to find the right angle for my mouse to change over.
I really do wish I could see what's going on her side. But...
Oh, and the marionette is so close to me. Over.
Try holding on to the trapdoor itself and not the hole beneath it over.
Yeah, that's what I am trying to do, and I'm not getting any things over.
I don't really know how to.
Now I'm just in a dark room, so oh no. Oh, okay. I just went past it. That's what happened over.
Okay, over.
Sorry, I know this must be so frustrating for you, over.
I mean, I just wish I could help more. Oh, there we go. It's so.
I'm so sorry. I could not figure that out.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me ask. I don't know. I'll tell you that was the end of it, because I was in a room that was the hallway to the exit, and it was one of us could stand on the plate, and then but then the other one would have to leave through the door. So it was like one person stays behind sort of thing. Yeah. But I mean, we essentially did it. I do not know what was going on there, but we essentially did it. I think that's fine.
I'm so sorry. It was like so frustrating. I could not get it to, because it like lights up when.
Yeah, like the little thing just gets.
Yeah, it gets big.
Yeah, yeah. I mean that's. But we did do it. We did figure it out. The game itself was a bit janky at the end with that. Yeah. I think that was fun though.
Yeah. It was fun. I hope people enjoyed our extra long stream.
Yeah, extra long one. Instead of going back to the other chat, I think we can probably just end it up now.
Yeah.
From this, because that was it. We went a bit later, just because it felt like we were pretty much like at the end of there, and that was fun.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, so we got we'll be back in 2 weeks. We are starting rehearsal, so we'll probably have a lot of fun news when we come back.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be very exciting.
Yeah. So thank you everyone for being here and playing along. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thanks friends. Bye-bye.
Thank you.